Hey there, we're back. It's another episode of Sounds Like Adventure. Hey, it's me, Jack. So it's the third episode of the new campaign, and we are well and truly underway. So at the end of the first episode, you met our whole new cast of characters, and at the end of last week's episode, they all collided together. So after Gimbals was tricked by the Kobold spanner, he was attacked by a group of thugs. And then everyone else sort of just stumbled into the scene from a different way. And now, when we pick things up, those kobolds are about to attack everyone. Let's find out what happens.
Ooh, this is fun.
This is very different to the feel I had going into this.
So Larry
this encounter.
is a simple kobold. And he, like all kobolds, loves three things in life. Punching dogs, selling gear, and bloody getting lit.
Oh my god, me too.
But Larry's a bit different, you see?
Go, Larry.
Because he has a fourth thing that he loves, and that is his songstone. So Larry's in charge of the music for his small gang, but lately the songstone hasn't been working. And it's really been bothering him, you know, causing him psychic damage almost. So this morning, Larry's brother, Gary, told him that they were going to roll some gnome, basically. So they've been waiting in a courtyard for the gnome to show up, but Larry's been distracted. You know, he's been trying to fix the songstone, of course. You know, he's tried everything at this stage. He is like banging it with rocks. He's yelling at it. He's like tried turning it on and then pretending he doesn't care if it turns on or not. Nothing. Didn't work. None of that stuff works. And then he's finally ready to give up at this point, and he just gives it one final smack, and it comes to life. And as it does, he looks up and he notices his brother Gary looking very upset. And as the music rises, he hears Gary scream out, something about killing them all. Larry's like, oh, okay, fair enough. And as he does, we pan over to 5 people who are mostly strangers at this point. There's a gnome releasing a small clockwork device. There's a dragonborn looking extremely confused at the situation. There's a fire genasi who is like running towards a water genasi who has just come flying out of a well. And there, of course, is an imposing marshman who is making a beeline toward a large kobold. So, with all that in mind, for the first time in the session, the campaign, I should say, the season, let's roll for initiative, guys.
Big 6 for me.
14 for Drea.
10.
That will be 5 for Gimbals.
I don't think Cass realizes that she's on mute.
I didn't realize, thank you. I rolled a 22.
All right. So, Clio, you're running across the room towards Eustace, who has just come flying out of the well. What do you do?
Okay. All right. So Eustace flying out of the well. What am I going to do? I want to stand in front of him. Can I ready an attack?
Yeah, you can ready attack if an enemy comes in range.
Great. I will ready an attack with my short sword, in a defense position in front of little Eustace.
Great. Nice. All right, then we go over to Gary, who is the leader of the kobolds. He's one of the larger kobolds. He was the one barking out commands earlier. And the music from the songstone is still blasting out. And you notice that the kobolds seem quite emboldened by the music. It's almost as if they've become larger than they previously were. And as he takes off running, and as he yells out, "You dumb dogs are about to find out that we own the planks." And then he's going to run down and he's going to try and punch Gimbals, is what he's going to try and do. All right, so he's going to make an unarmed strike here, and he's going to roll a 15. Does that beat Gimbals?
Yes, that's going to hit. Yeah, that's going to hit. Yep.
Okay, you take 3 damage from that attack.
Oh, then. Yep.
Great. Now over to the next kobold. And this guy, he takes off from where he is as well. And he just says, "This is our city." And he comes down and he's also going to try and hit Gimbals.
Guys, I'm currently re-rolling for Bimble's Berryweather.
All right. And he rolls a 14.
That's gonna hit.
You'll take 1 damage on that one. Drea,
God
over
for
to
that.
you. You've just seen 2 kobolds just spring forward onto this strange gnome that you've never met before, one of whom is the one who just told you that you should be in the nursing home. What would you like to do?
No offense, Gimbals. I think she takes no offense to you getting actively harmed. Still the comment that she got called old, even though she is. I think she's going to stand behind Gimbals somewhat imposingly. And she'll, like, he's like probably knocked down, right? It's like she takes out one of her hooks and then she just, no nonsense, just slashes the what's his name? Sorry, Gary?
Gary.
Larry? Okay, Gary.
Larry's his brother.
Okay, sorry, not Larry, Gary. And she's going to use, that is a 21 to hit. Gary.
Barry
Larry.
21's going to hit, yeah.
Cool, sweet. That will be, give me a sec, 5 damage.
All right. You slice across Gary with the hook immediately. He's like, you dog, what the hell?
And then she's going to take out her other hook. Now she's dual wielding. And I think she's going to, as she pulls it out, slashes the other guy next to Gary. Is that 18 to hit?
Yeah.
Yay. That will be 5 damage again
Oh, nice.
to the other guy.
You notice that the bow it handles that attack less well than how Gary did. That's for sure. And Bo seems to be barely hanging on at this stage.
I feel good.
Now over to the next kobold here. So this kobold has like electric blue scales, and they seem to be like not quite all there. And they say, "Hey, Adley, want to buy some dumpers?" And they make like an arcane gesture with their hands. And
Gang signs.
3 semi-translucent burning cigarette butts appear in the air. And they fly out and they hit Clio, Eustace, and Drea.
Better not say Gimbals, man, otherwise I'm dead.
Okay, you guys each take 2 damage from that.
Ooh. Yep, I would have been dead.
Really? Oh,
All right.
Siggy butts.
I'm a little squishy boy.
so
Sorry, how much
squishy.
damage was that?
2.
Oh, good. Okay.
All right. Now over to Bill the kobold. This is the one who cut off your escape earlier, Clio, and he runs up to start attacking you. So that would bring him
good.
into range of your ready to action there, so you can make an attack.
Great. All right. Let's hit this little guy. Alrighty. There we go. What did I roll? I rolled a 13 to hit.
Great. A 13 on this guy is just going to miss, unfortunately.
No.
Great. So then Bill comes through. He's ready for make his attack, and he says, "Kobold!" And then he takes a swing. And he only rolls an 8, so I assume that's not going to hit Clio.
Right hand corner.
If an
Just
8
quickly
hits,
token as well,
if
you
an
should
8
see it.
hits,
Yes.
we're screwed.
No, it's 13. I'm good.
Okay, great. Now over to Larry. So Larry's the one with the songstone, and Larry seems to be just sort of like dancing around. He's vibing to the music a little bit, and he like bounces and he collides with like a scaffolding that's nearby, and he like knocks it all over, and all these poles, these metal poles fall everywhere, and he reaches down, he picks up a metal pole, and he says, "Sick," and that's going to be the end of his turn. So, geez, these kobolds are grouped together. And then Ted, this guy has a long snout. He has to sort of turn his head to the side to look at you guys because his snout is so long. And he says, "Big Gary runs this block. You gronks are going to get it." And then he comes down and he runs up onto Drea to try and punch Drea. All right. By the way, I forgot to mention, like, they're just vibing out to the music so hard, these guys. So they're actually rolling with advantage at the moment as well. So they're going to roll an 18 on this attack to Drea.
As we go
Yeah,
to
that
turn
hits.
off the music.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to hit.
Yeah.
Great. Taking 3 damage on that one. Great. And Eustace, over to you.
I think initially Eustace would have been pretty petrified of the scenes around him, but what's the name of the kobold that's next to Clio?
That's Bill.
Yeah, I think seeing Bill physically attempt to attack her, Eustace is going to reach down and pull out, like kind of strapped underneath his pants, pull out a small blade that Clio gave him, and he's just going to make a finesse attack against this kobold. So that's a 21 to hit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Shit.
Whoa.
And that'll be 1d6 plus 4, so that's 8
Right.
damage.
Don't underestimate this
Ooh.
guy. Whoa.
Okay, so you immediately murder this kobold straight away in one hit. So
So we have that
called
bet
it.
going, right? Yeah.
Eustace got the first kill.
Yeah.
We called it.
Oh my god.
ding, ding, ding on
never
the
killed
kill
anything.
pool. All right, so describe. Is this you one of his
this
first
is
kills?
Eustace. I think obviously he's done some sword play with Clio and his older brother back in the day, but he's never had to use it. And he's kind of just grabbed it and just lunged forward, and I think just pierced through the kobold's throat and kind of just feel it fall limp on the sword. And then he starts freaking out a little bit, realizing what he's done.
Claire says, like, she's like shocked. She goes, kick him onto the ground.
I think, yeah, Eustace, while holding his sword, gives him some taps with his foot, not understanding the instruction. And then
Spit on him.
Next person's
All
turn.
right, Torin, over to you.
Oh, no.
I'm going to move up one. And Larry, all the way at the back, he'd be, 90 feet away?
Yep.
Cool. I'm going to cast Catapult. Choose one object weighing 1 to 5 pounds within range that is being worn or carried. The object flies in a straight line up to 90 feet in the direction you chose before falling to the ground, stopping early if it impacts against a solid surface. If the object would strike a creature, that creature must make a dex saving throw. On a failed saving throw, the object strikes the target and stops moving. When the object strikes something, the object and what it strikes each take 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah. Could do that.
What are you catapulting?
Oh, I'm just going to pick up a rock. It's like the closest thing I can get on the ground. Unless I can get that chisel I threw out of the shop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the chisel you tossed smashed through a window and rolled into this courtyard, and you look down like, oh, there's the chisel.
Like, maybe it can be used for something.
Okay, great. So is it just a spell attack that you're making here? Is this what this
No,
is?
Larry needs to make a DC 13 saving throw.
Okay, great.
Dexterity.
Dex save. He rolls a 19.
Oh,
He's emboldened by the sound of the music, and he's just vibing out, and he just happens to sort of like dance by it as it comes by, I think. The tunes help again, bro. It's like that kind of vibe. He's stoked. Great. Gimbals, you've had a rough time.
Oh, yeah.
So what's going on with you?
I don't think Gimbals has been in a fight in his entire life. So he is scared and doesn't quite know what to do with himself. However, I did let out that clockwork device earlier. The thing with the clockwork device is that it can cast prestidigitation. So I imagine I've sent it off to the side and get it to instantly light some little bits and pieces on fire, and then just be like, oh, look, what's that over there? And try and distract everyone.
Everyone.
Well, just at least the people in front of him. I think is the more
Eustace, there's a fire.
just the person in front of him. He wants to distract them.
You want to distract Gary, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like there has to be a roll of some kind here.
Yeah, I mean, I could do a deception or something.
It's a deception. It's not necessarily the magic that you're deceiving them with. So it is a deception. Look, kobolds are a pretty deceptive group, these kinds of guys. So they are pretty savvy to trickery. So I'm going to say you have to beat a 15 on this to
That's fair.
make it,
That's fair.
make it happen.
This is a bonus action, by the way.
Yep.
That's a 6.
Okay, so what do you say as you try and
Like,
deceive him?
What's that over there?
It just says, "Shut up, dog." Like, not even like, just like it's pitying.
Psychic damage, God.
Gimbals goes, Gnome, not Doug. Why is this so hard for you to understand? And then he's going to cast Ray of Sickness on him. You shoot a greenish ray at a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 2d8 poison damage and has the poison condition until the end of your next turn.
Oh.
That's a 6.
Yeah, so they're just vibing with this music, and any ranged attacks you guys are making, they just happen to just dance out of the way at the opportune moment here.
And I imagine I have attacks of opportunity if I try to flee.
Could happen.
Yeah,
We'll have to see.
I think Gimbals is probably going to just like shift around a bit and maybe try and hide behind Drea. Is what's going on there.
Probably better. Yeah.
Cool. Sounds good. Clio.
Okay, great. Is the kobold in front of me, is that the one with the song stone?
The one with the song stone is way at the back.
Okay. All right. I will move to the kobold that is directly in front of me in that case. Which kobold was this one?
This is Curly. It's your boy Curly.
Great. Hi, Curly. Okay, yeah. I am going to I'm gonna attack him with my dagger. I rolled my attack. What did I roll? I rolled a 19 to hit.
Good to hit. All right, give me the damage.
Ooh.
7 damage.
Ooh, nice one.
After seeing Eustace kill that guy, I was like, oh, I need to step it up. I'm in charge. And so I turned to the next guy and I just run at him, and I'm going to try to slash and I don't know how kobolds, their vital organs are, but I'll try and go for a vital organ.
Yeah, you slash across like the front of Curly. Curly's like, oh, what are you knifing me for, you dog? What are you knifing Curly for?
This is my city.
Eustace is having an existential crisis over here.
Freaking out.
Oh, God.
Now, back to Gary. And I think he is well and truly paying attention to the biggest threat in the room right now, which is Drea. And he is going to make an attack again. He's going to try and punch Drea again. All right. Only rolling a 7, though.
Doesn't hit.
All right. That is Gary's turn, but then his mate Bo is nearby as well. So he's in the same area still. So he's also going to try and get a swing off on Drea at the moment. And that is a 21, though.
Yeah, that does hit. Yeah. Wow.
Great. And you're going to take 3 damage on this one. The music is just powerful for these guys. But it is over to you, Drea, as you dodge one punch, then you take another one in the side. What do you do?
I think Drea's just like, oh, this damn music is too loud for my old ears. God damn. She's like grumbling to herself. It's like
later
on here.
Music-based days.
Oh, these damn kids and their goddamn music. And then I think, can she like clock that it's the guy in the very far back with the songstone? Is that obvious enough?
Yeah, if you like look over, you can see that he's back there and he had the songstone before, and it's just kind of sitting on like a table, but it is about that distance away from you.
Okay. Yeah. Would you say it's within 600 feet of her?
Yes, it is within 600 feet of her.
She's gonna put her hooks away and then take out, she has a lot of weapons. She has a longbow and she just goes and then aims for the kid in the back. So that'll be give me a sec, open sheet. 12 to hit.
It's a 12, okay. Does not hit.
Oh,
just misses.
Okay.
Still feeling the tunes at the moment here.
Yeah, he's too locked in. I think Drea's dedicated. I think she's like set on like stopping the music. It's too loud for her. And then she goes for another. Wait, no. Is that the only one?
You made the bow attack, so now you won't be able to make the weapon attack. You have to make a weapon attack with the light property to get it.
I take that back. That's her end. Yeah.
Great. Over to Curly now. What is Curly gonna do to Clio? Because Curly is not happy. Says, your boy Curly's gonna get ya. I'll put a hex on your mum, you dog. And is going to use Shocking Grasp here on Clio.
no.
Making an attack here, only rolling a 10.
That misses, idiot. My city.
Misses the electricity. It zaps off in the wrong direction. Over to Bill. What is Bill going to say to us now? These lines that I've written are so friggin' stupid. Bill says, hey, Adler, you're getting rolled tonight. And I love rolling gronks.
Oh my God.
I know, Bill's dead as well. Larry said that, actually, not Bill. Larry now, he picks up one of those poles that he was throwing as well. And he picked them up from the scaffolding that he broke before. And he goes, catch this, dog. And he throws it straight at Eustace. Only rolling a 5 also.
Misses.
All right. And Ted, back bothering Drea still. And going to try and take a punch on Drea. Oh, it's a crit. Nat 20 for you.
Oh.
Whoa.
So that's going to be 6 damage.
Okay.
There we go. We were all wrong. It was Jack.
Eustace.
Eustace, with the sword still in him, is probably violently shaking as I think for flavor, because I still want to help, but I think this is a funny way of doing it. I think as the kobold drops lifeless, he's going to be like trying to tug to get his sword out of it, and then he's going to stumble over towards the Adeptus and make a sword attack against him accidentally as he's tripped over.
Towards Curly, you mean?
Curly, yes. Sorry, I saw the token on the screen. And that's going to be a 14 to hit.
14 on that one onto Curly. Is definitely going to hit. Give me your damage.
He's going to accidentally kill someone. Okay, that's going to be 5 damage to Curly.
You go straight through in between his eyes.
The full image is Eustace like really tugging at getting his sword out, and then when he does, he kind of stumbles and trips over and then stabs into Curly through the head and kills him as well.
Oh my God.
Eustace, was that intentional, or are you just trying to steal my thunder a little bit more?
I think Eustace throws up.
All over Curly.
Amazing.
Oh.
Torrin.
I'm going to walk up to Ted and we'll do Green Flame Blade. You brandish the weapon used in the spell's casting and make a melee attack with it against one creature within 5 feet of you. On a hit, the target suffers the weapon's attack's normal effects, and you can cause green fire to leap from the target onto a different creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of it. The second creature takes fire damage equal to the spell casting ability modifier.
What's the flavor of this ability that you're using here? How do you artificer this up?
As he's walking up to Bo, he takes a spear off his back and he just waves his left hand over it. And you just see it just emanates like a green from the tip. It's
does like the anime, like across the blade, yeah.
And he's given a few little like flourishes, like as he walks up to it, like a green fire trace as he's twirling around as well.
Nice.
I think Gimbals, you notice this as it happens, and it sort of sticks out to you as like a little bit different than other types of magic.
Yeah, for sure.
It's an 8.
That's not going to hit.
So cool too.
You added too much swords.
I'm imagining him. I'm imagining him as the like. I've got garden anime on my side. He does the whole flourish and actually doesn't do anything. Amazing.
Like the fire goes too hard and like the metal gets too hot, it starts burning. You're like, it's kind of hot on my hands.
Too much.
Yeah, no, I think the kobold actually just kind of dances out of the way again. Like this, the music of these is really empowering these guys in a way that is weird. Gimbals, over to you.
I've got a tinderbox in my inventory. And it's a bonus action to light something on fire.
Yeah.
Can I try and light like one of the kobolds like shirt or something on fire?
Yeah.
Not necessarily to do damage, just as a trying to be resourceful with my stuff.
Yeah, sure. Do that.
Sweet. I don't have to roll for this, by the way. This is just using your tinderbox to light a candle, lamp, lantern, or torch, or anything else with exposed fuel takes a bonus action.
Give me a stealth roll or whatever. Is it stealth in this game? I've forgotten at this point.
Yeah.
Stealth
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, go sleight of hand. That's actually a good call.
Sweet.
Just sitting there mid-combat, just come.
Well, I figured I hid behind Drea a little bit.
Give me a 12.
18.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to, just torch his shirt a little bit, and just let that rage on. And while that's happening, I cast False Life.
So he's going to take 2 damage from this, by the way.
I also cast False Life on myself.
Some temporary hit points, yeah? How many temporary hit points does it give you?
2d4 plus 4 temporary hit points.
Perfect. Well, that's what you need right now, big time. So, Clio, let's go over to you. Just seen Eustace kill your quarry for the second time.
Great. Awesome. I see him throw up on the kobold, and I'm like, I think to myself, somehow that's, I was like before, I was like, spit on him. But this feels like somehow worse. Well, I look up to the next guy ahead of me. What was this guy's name?
That's Larry.
Yes, I will go for Larry. That's what I'm going to do. Can I get into close quarters with him?
Yep. You got 2 targets here. You could go for Larry, or you could go for the Songstone.
Oh, yes. Interesting. She's bloodthirsty. She's not calculated. She's going to go for Larry.
Okay.
And I think she's going to finesse with her short sword and attempt to just give him a good bonk.
Whoa.
I rolled a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Give some
Nice.
9 piercing.
Oh,
Wow.
max.
Whoa.
Larry is barely hanging on at this stage, but he is still hanging on.
Good. Can I say to him?
Just quietly, please don't punt the gnome. I'm pretty sure I would like disintegrate into a million pieces.
Don't tempt me. Don't tempt fate.
So back to Gary now. He's just like putting the fire out on his shirt. He's like, "What the hell, you dumb dog? I wasn't even fighting you anymore."
That's a gnome!
And he just goes and he's like, "You're just gonna try and deck Gimbals now."
Oh.
Only rolling a 6 though.
Yes!
Distracted by the flames, he doesn't get the benefits of the music in that moment. And now Bo is still engaged with Drea though, so he's going to take a swing at Drea. Punch time, here we go. Oh, rolls a 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Dirty 20 this time, not a crit. So that's going to be 3 damage to you as well.
I'm getting cooked. I'm not gonna lie. It's crazy.
Drea.
I think she, like her head snaps towards, like back towards Bo, and she goes, "You're really pissing me off, kid." And she'll do, and she's gonna use her left hook to hit him. Hopefully, 24.
Whoa.
24 is going to hit.
Yay! And it's 1d6 plus 3, 4 damage.
Nice.
Cool.
You were the first person not named Eustace to kill somebody in this campaign.
I feel so bad for this kid. At least Stray has experience in killing things. Oh my god. But I
I'm
think
proud of him.
instead of her using her bonus action to do another slice, she's gonna do a little funny thing called Second Wind, where she's gonna heal herself because she's just so goated, actually. And I think can I flavor it a bit? Is that
Of course.
Yeah. So I think as she slices, I want to say like the bruises that are forming, they start to like revert back almost as she heals herself. It's almost like it's like her body refuses to take a hit. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me.
That's Wolverine style self-healing.
So it's just like sheer willpower that she's doing that.
Eustace,
So
do you
that's
notice
just
this
gonna be
as it
6.
happens?
Oh.
Do you see this cool moment, or you're too distracted?
I'd like to think he does, but he's got a lot going on at the moment.
It's vomiting, a cool thing for vomiting again.
It would have been a lot cooler if she
Fresh
rolled higher,
blood
but
on
she got
his
a 3.
hand.
Oh,
So up to Larry, who, as he takes the hit from Clio, he rolls over and he picks up the song stone, and he's holding it now. And he's going to just try and like jab at Clio with the jagged pole that he's holding. And oh my god, it's only rolling a 9 here. This is terrible. So that's not going to hit. And Ted's still alive, so he'll take a turn. He just says, "This is our city," and he tries to get Drea. He rolls a 15.
Oh, that does it.
It's going to hit. So 3 damage again.
No.
Eustace. There's a lot of chaos happening.
I think
no.
as Eustace is thrown up and he's really tried to withdraw his sword from the head of Curly, he's stumbling because he's feeling very nauseous. And if I may, Jack, I'd like to stumble towards Clio, and if there's any, I guess, jagged parts of the scaffolding that fell, I want to accidentally tackle the kobold and try and unintentionally impale him on something. all very inadvertent. If we can do that.
Eustace is just Mr. Magooing his way through this whole encounter.
Yeah. Okay. So this is just an unarmed strike then. Just give me an unarmed strike, and if it hits, that's what's going to happen.
It's only a 5. No, it's not.
Oh, it's a nat
That's actually
one
a
too.
nat 1.
Can I interject then to kind of let the flavor pop out as he kind of stumbles over to me?
Well, Alo rolled a nat 1 there, so I think there should be something that happens as a result of the nat 1. So something weird kind of happens. So you're trying to push him basically, and you're trying to connect with him. And as you connect with him, like you guys sort of like jostle a little bit and like you fight over the song stone for like a few seconds, and then it like flips out of his hands and like flies through the air, and it hits you directly on the head as it happens. So you're going to take 2 damage from that part. But as it hits you on the head, the song stops and it like skips, and something weird starts to happen because a new piece of music starts to play. And a sound explodes over the courtyard like you guys have never heard. Completely different from the previous music. This music is just majestic. It's like Kurt Russell's hair type of thing. It's like Ridge from Bold and the Beautiful in the 90s. And you guys are just like enthused all of a sudden. The vibes go to you guys. So you're all going to regain 1d6 of health here. So regaining some of the health from the clomp that you just took, Arlo. So please roll your own dice and let's listen to this guitar solo in the meantime.
Oh my gosh.
I get 2 hit points back.
Get away.
Hooray! I'm back.
What a beneficial nat 1 that you just got there, Arlo. You lost 2 health, you got 6 back. Incredible. Torin, over to you.
I'm gonna go for another green flame blade. Let's see what happens. That is a 20. That's a crit. If we go by the first one,
Yep.
that's a nat 20. That's a crit.
Yeah, no, we'll take that. We'll take that as your first roll.
Wait. So how do I roll with crit? Do I just hit the damage button?
Just hit the
there?
damage, it should do it. Is that doing it? 1d8 plus 2? 6
No,
plus-
it's not.
Okay, just click damage again. Just do it twice.
Nice.
18 damage.
18, who were you attacking?
I think it's
One directly in front of you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Will-
you eviscerate this dude with this attack.
Does that mean the flame's gonna crit as well?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Why not? You can crit a flame. I don't mind.
Then Gary takes 10 damage because my spellcasting is +5.
Great. So you hit Ted with the first damage and it bounced over to Gary.
And then
So
Gary
you
gets
just took both of those guys out with that
Nice.
move. What's it look
Yeah.
like? What's it look like as you do that?
So he's a bit like, man, why didn't it work last time? He's gonna, and he's like, he's done the whole thing again. He's gonna like put it back, take it back, flourished, hand thing. And he's come up, big swipe upwards, and then it's just sliced through
Ooh.
old mate. So it's kind of like bow,
Hot dog or burger style?
or let's go like triangle sandwiches.
Oh.
Go like from like under the armpit up, and just kind of
Nice.
like go that way, and then as that's gone through, you just see a streak of green flame go the exact same slashing path up Gary as it did through Bo.
Amazing.
Nice.
So yes, you take them both out, both of the kobolds, the leader of the kobolds and one of his lackeys are taken out, leaving only Larry left over. Gimbals, you just watched something pretty cool happen.
Gimbals would probably look around, noticing that everyone around them is dead now, and be like, "Oh wow, that was impressive. Oh, one left." And he's just gonna fire bolts to the one guy that's left up the back there. 15 to hit.
A 15 is going to hit.
Yes.
Roll your damage.
3 damage.
Okay, great. Now quickly describe what it looks like in slow motion as you fire off this firebolt and this music changes again.
I feel like it's a little bit nonchalant from Gimbals. Like he's like looking at Tora being like, "That was really cool," but there's one left, and he'll just like casually throw a firebolt. And I imagine Cleo and Eustace are looking at this guy and just see a firebolt go through his head and no more.
How does Eustace react to that?
Eustace throws up again.
As the last kobold hits the ground here, the thrill of victory washes over you guys for a moment here. You all feel changed by this encounter. You feel that after a night's rest, you'll somehow be stronger. It's almost as if your overall skill just increased by 1 level. Imagine that.
Yes!
Level 2!
But as this thrill washes over you, it all dawns on you that you're all basically 5 strangers. And you all find yourselves just sort of standing there staring at each other. And then the song on the Songstone changes. And that is where we're going to end this part. We'll be back in just a few moments.
What a song swing at the
This is
end.
amazing.
And there you go. The gang survives their first brawl. A little worse for wear, and Eustace with a few murders under his belt. Well, we'll have to see how that plays out in the next episode. And to make sure you don't miss the next episode, make sure you're subscribed on the podcast app that you're listening to right now. And hey, if you haven't done already, a 5-star review is very much appreciated. But with all that in mind, I'll catch you in the next episode of Sounds Like Adventure.